I just found out now that I'll be talking about a $30 billion, if I got it right, industry that I want to be part of. And I think that Olori would let me be part of that industry. We have here Her Royal Majesty Olori Ronke Ademiluye Ogunwusi. Now, she's the founder of Africa Fashion Week in Nigeria and London. And of course, we also have Elizabeth Igwe, the creative director for African Fashion Week in Nigeria 2025. It is great to have both of you. You're welcome. Olori, it's great to have you. Elizabeth, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Just before we start, we just want to send our best wishes. How is the Oni? We just want to...
He's very well, thank you.
All right.
We're celebrating his 10th anniversary on the throne this December, so he's very well, thank you.
I know the last time you sent us an invitation.
Yes, I did.
Some of us made it, but it will be honored.
Perfect, we'll send it, yes. The palace will send it.
Thank you so much. Now, it's Africa Fashion Week. That's what we're talking about, 2025. You have been a pioneer of fashion, celebrating African fashion from the UK down onto here and all over. And we've seen the growth of this industry over the years. You've been there, you've seen the evolution. Let's talk about it. There's more prominence now. We're talking about fashion weeks in Italy. We're talking about the UK. We're talking about and all of that. Then we're now talking about Lagos and all of that. There's more prominence now than it was back then when you have been pushing all of that. Let's talk about the evolution. How is it so that this industry has gotten so big that we're talking about $1 billion industry now?
Thank you. I think it's the creativity of the designers, the way they immerse their culture and their heritage into their designs. When we started Africa Fashion Week, the journey, 15 years ago in 2011, no one really understood African fashion. No one knew what it was about. I remember going to people, asking them to support. I was even advised to change the name, that no one would buy into African fashion. But fast forward now, we're 15 years, down, and it has been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. The value chain of the fashion industry, especially the Africa fashion industry, is so huge. It's like a bottomless pit. And you keep on digging, and there's so many things that evolve over the years. Our designers are doing so many great things, from fashion designers to fashion photographers, fashion stylists, models. It's an enormous, income generator. A lot of young people are now going into the fashion industry who didn't even study fashion. Because we all know that we roll out a lot of graduates every year. There's no guaranteed job for them in the professions that they have studied at the university. And the way for them to, become sustainable, one of the ways is through the creative industry and through fashion.
Through fashion, wonderful.
One of my makeup artists is a young lady who's in a final year. She's studying medicine, but she's also a makeup. Yes, medicine, yes. So she's merging medicine and makeup together. Because there's no guarantee that when she graduates, she's going to get a job. So rather than roam the streets and not do anything, she's looking into the creative industry. And she has chosen makeup. Wonderful. And the fashion industry, the creative industry is so huge. It's not about fashion. It's way beyond fashion. Like I said, models, textile designers, artisans, the whole ecosystem is huge. And it's now worth about $31 billion. That
was one that blew my mind. Elizabeth, you're the director for 2025. It's been 15 years down the line. What are we expecting from this year, from 2025 Fashion Week? What are people going to see? What are we expecting?
Thank you. This year, we're creating an elevated experience for Africa Fashion Week Nigeria. Our audiences can expect to see bold collections, cinematic storytelling. You can also expect cultural showcases, VIP experiences. For off the runway, we're creating interactive moments, from exhibition booths, brand activations, to workshops and VIP experiences as well. Right, it's going to be amazing because we want audiences, we want people to feel like they have stepped into a world where African creativity is being celebrated at its peak this year.
We have beautiful designs. I mean, look at what Olori is wearing. I mean, it is so wonderful. Look at what you're wearing. I think the last time when I went to Abeokuta and all of that, I went to visit, a number of the people making the fabrics and all of that. There is that prominence which we have gotten to, but a number of people will talk about the ease, the access to this. At times, people would say that it's even easier to access foreign material than our locally made materials. And sometimes the local materials are even more expensive than these ones. What do you both have to say about that?
Yes, it could be difficult, accessing local materials, but we're trying our best. So many artisans now are making. This was made in Nigeria,
Okay.
and you can access it. We have His Majesty opened an Adire textile training hub in Ile-Ife, where we have trained over 1,000 women and youth in Adire making.
Adire making.
Yes, so then they can become sustainable. And I think the federal government as well, they have seen the potential. Fashion is not just, it's not a niche market anymore. It's an income generator. It's a wealth creator. It promotes employment. It creates employment. It creates jobs. It enables young people to become sustainable in the fashion and textile industry. So the federal government, I think they have nominated 2 governors to look at the revival of the textile industry in Nigeria. And that's the governor of Imo State and also the governor of Lagos State as well. In the 60s, we had over 200 textile factories in Nigeria. Proudly made in Nigeria, employing thousands and thousands of people. But I think over the years, because of the infrastructure, we only have about 4. Wow. Yes, so the federal government, under the Renewed Hope agenda, they're doing so much to revive the textile industries in Nigeria.
All right, Elizabeth, still on that line of thought, how with Africa Fashion Week, we're encouraging, also apart from tourism, we have a lot of people coming from outside into here, but want to encourage more of our people to take pride in the Nigerian way. That's what the African Fashion Week is doing. How are you doing that?
Absolutely. I mean, because African Fashion Week, it's not just about garments, right? Fashion is our identity. It's our history. It's memory, right? We're empowering, especially young creatives. We're giving them a platform. A lot of our designers, this is their first time ever, showing on a runway like this. And we hear stories year in, year out saying, thank you, you gave us our first platform, to showcase our craft.
Wonderful.
So this is the key thing, the core principle that Africa Fashion Week Nigeria stands on, which is giving young creatives a platform, to show off their creativity.
Wonderful. Now let's talk about these pieces. You've spoken about runway. In fact, in every question I've answered, I've heard runway and pieces, and we have some beautiful pieces here curated by Elizabeth. This is lovely. You could just stand there as part of our set. The yellow it just blends with our set. It looks so lovely. Talk to me about this piece, Elizabeth.
This is one of our designers. She is an upcoming designer, actually. She hasn't been, let's say she's been in the industry for less than 7 years. And you can see the creativity in this piece, it's simple, lovely. It's elegant. This can go on Paris, on the Fashion Week in Paris and New York. This is what we're talking about. This is the power of giving our own designers a platform so that globally people know the capacity that we have and, the creativity that we have. This is from Pearls and Patterns Locks. She's going to be showcasing at Africa Fashion Week Nigeria on the 20th. That's day one of the show.
Day one of the show. All right. While we get the next model, Olori, what do you feel? Well, how do you feel? When you started, it wasn't, now for people walking the runway, it's something of pride. It wasn't that way in 2011, 2010. 2011 was the first one, but before then, you had already envisioned this. How do you feel now when you see people, or when you see young ladies, young men, people different ages and all that walk the runway in African pieces with so much pride like this?
I feel grateful and I feel blessed, and I feel it was worth taking that risk because, like I mentioned earlier, when I started this journey, I was told to give up. I was told that African fashion would not be accepted globally.
People? Where are they? Let's talk. Where are they?
I was told to change the name. Yes, when I wanted to start African Fashion Week, they said remove Africa because no one's going to buy African fashion. But look at what we're doing now. Our designers can compete globally anywhere.
Yes.
They're rolling out pieces that can, they can compete with their peers anywhere in the world and everywhere in the world. So for me, I'm grateful.
Wonderful. Let's look at
those who have supported the journey as well, I'm grateful to them.
If I'd known about this, Elizabeth, I should have come in this. This should have been me this morning, Elizabeth.
I know,
I should have come in this. Talk to me about this lovely piece.
This is one of our diaspora designers.
Okay.
What's amazing about this designer? His Ventuna Fashion. He's actually based in the UK,
Okay.
But he shipped these pieces to us from Oshogbo. So you see how fashion, the ecosystem, the African fashion ecosystem is unique.
It is.
You know, it's not what you see in the UK or in the US. It's homegrown. This was shipped to us from Oshogbo.
Amazing.
Wow.
This is a Nigerian designer.
You know, while we're doing this and while we get the next one, collaboration, because when you mentioned that, you know, Ventura, how is it so? I know people would want to collaborate with us. How do we collaborate and maintain our identity, even while collaborating?
That's a good one. How do we collaborate
and still maintain our identity without losing that African feel? Because, you know, collaboration is how the world has moved forward to where it is now. You know, can we still maintain our identity and say, okay, can an Italian fashion designer and an African fashion designer come together, put something together, but you can still feel the Africanness in it, even though we're trying to say, okay, it's global at the same time. Can that happen?
I think it can happen, and we are definitely looking forward to that. Because if you look at a lot of the big brands, the mainstream brands like the Chanels, the Louis Vuittons and all of that, at one point, they have a collection that was inspired by Africa.
Exactly.
They always say inspired by Africa.
Good.
So why don't they collaborate with an African designer so we can bring that true identity of Africa out?
I mean, I saw Fela on the Broadway and it was an American.
Exactly.
They're not playing that.
Exactly.
Yes, they gave that credit. Yes, it's inspired by, but we want Africans to be directly involved.
We don't want appropriation anymore. We want you to work with us. You know, we want the international designers to work with us and keep on showcasing Africa on a global stage.
Wonderful. Now let's take a look at the next model. At the next one, the next set will all come together. But this is, which dinner? I will take you out to dinner this night. With this kind of dress, I mean, you can't just let it go like that. Let's talk about this piece.
You know, I'm going to say a few words about this piece.
Okay.
But I want the Olori to actually speak on this
because
the backstory is unique.
Okay.
This is Kilenta.
She's my niece.
Oh.
Yes, she's my niece, and she started the Africa Fashion Week London journey with me when she was very young. Then she modeled for me, and that's how her fashion journey started. Now she's doing phenomenally well. I'm super proud of her.
What's her name, please?
Kilenta.
Can we see a close-up shot of Kilenta? Let's just see her. We will get to see, but this is a beautiful piece. Kilenta, I love this.
Kilenta is Kilenta.
Oh.
Yes.
But that was the
Kilenta,
British.
But it actually means Kilenta.
Okay, because the first one had the British.
Kilenta.
British feel to it.
Okay.
But this is a lovely piece. And considering that she started that journey with you even when she was younger, she's a part of that storyline. And what can we say? I mean, it's all about pride. Pride in what... Oh, this is a beautiful piece. This is a beautiful piece. Kilenta. This is lovely. This is lovely. This is lovely. Let's get the next one. We'll just have the two of them or three of them on set at once so that we can get to see these beautiful pieces. But it's on the 20th.
20th and 21st.
20th and 21st.
Days.
What's the venue? Is it open to everybody to be a part of it?
Oh, yes. It's absolutely free to attend. We do require that our guests register to attend on www.africafashionweeknigeria.com/register. And the only reason we want you to register is so we can prepare for you all, for everyone who's coming, you know, note the number of guests, we can get the appropriate number of seating, food, exhibitions, and everything, you know.
All right, beautiful. Let's talk about...
and the venue is at J. Rando, so I don't forget.
All right, wonderful. Is this Ayo inspired? It has to be Ayo inspired.
It's definitely Ayo inspired. And it's also by Ventura Fashion. Yes, he's one of our emerging designers. He's going to be showcasing on Saturday, day one of the show as well.
Wonderful. This is a beautiful piece. Well done. This is something that Akua step out. Is that the final one? Do we still have anyone?
No.
Okay. Let's have the final one. Let's have the final one now. Okay. Come in. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Wow. This is ballroom inspired. Let's talk about this particular piece that we're seeing.
This is definitely ballroom inspired. This is by EAA Lux. She's one of our emerging designers. She's been in the game for at least 7 years now. That's how we classify them. Yes, I mean, we told her we wanted avant-garde, and she definitely brought it.
Wonderful. She did. She did. She did. This is a beautiful piece, and we love what we see. Wonderful. We just want to say that, Olori, you have been on this journey, and we wish you the best. I'm looking
Thank
for the
you.
next 15 years,
Thank you so
30,
much.
40 years.
Thank you. And thank you for being a part of it as well,
Thank
and
you so much.
supporting.
Thank you so much for allowing us have that privilege to be a part of what you're doing. And we wish you the best, Elizabeth.
Thank you
we
so
wish you
much.
all the best.
Thank you
all right?
so much.
So, yeah, there you have it. Of course, African fashion is getting into that place, or we are already at that place where global recognition, and when it comes to the appreciation of African works, is happening at this particular moment.